Hello and welcome to another turn of Dominions 5. I'm the False God. Joining me is Arpathius.
Hello,
Hello, we are doing
I
False
am
Pretend.
here.
Yes.
I'm ready to go.
Oh, it's a quiet one. Although, double dire
Oh,
portents. Alright,
interesting.
I
I
have
want
to...
to hear from TNN. I
Alright.
want to hear what's going on,
Looks
brother.
like I am on the way out. Been interesting playing it. Yeah, he's been struggling for the last couple turns here. Been interesting playing against people who actually have some experience. First time playing TNN, it was fun. Definitely learned a lot. I can see why everyone says Resistance Bless is the way to go. Still seems boring. It can
I
be
don't.
boring,
I
but
mean, I think his. It's not been too bad for him. I don't think. I
uh,
mean, the fire has
the
been pretty
fire
bad
has been really
against
bad.
Yomi, but it's not been too bad. I don't think.
But I seem to have spent half my time working out how to get fire resistance, so having it on the Bless instead of +1 attack would clearly have been better. I mean, I think people sometimes underrate, or like, they correctly rate fire as having struggles because everyone puts fire resistance on their stuff. But if you don't have fire resistance, fire can do a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's even more important, I think, for elves with their low armor
Yep,
and the fact that it ignores their defensive.
yep. So I would agree. It's not always the most interesting of blesses, but we'll see what happens. I know. I think my understanding is that in Dom 6, it gets a little bit. The rainbows are going to get a little harder to
Yeah,
do.
which I like. I think resistances are a bit boring, to be honest. But
Yeah.
I think removing them would be wrong, but they're not doing that. So
Right.
I do like attack on TNN a lot though. They're long spears, and
Yes.
they do a decent amount of damage. It gets with the repel. There's a lot of synergy between the different things there. So I like it.
I do. I do like attack. It's tough to not have fire resistance, and they have no really good national way to get fire resistance for a little while, right? Like,
Very very hard, really.
yeah. Um,
It's not going to happen if your god's not doing it, or you don't get lucky. But you did get lucky.
he did
So
get lucky, but he didn't. They never seem to make it to the armies. Those gold mages.
no, which is
And they make it
uh,
hard to use, right? Because everybody else is stealthy, and you've got this one old man.
which is
Uh,
true, but I think at some point, if you're going in for a big battle, I mean, you can put them in a fort and they can come out of the fort,
I mean,
and
you definitely need them.
it's
I'm
not
not.
signaling as much.
Yeah,
There's ways to work around it, but
yeah,
I
it's
think he
tough.
should have had it there because he needed it.
He needed it. I was also indecisive early. Need to get better at reading the matchups and situation and make a decision, then go for it. Particularly with elves who are strong early. Yeah, because he sort of jumped into that Agartha situation, and that didn't really pan out.
I think that's a problem elves have a lot. It's a nice problem to have. You go and elf somebody and it's great. And the first turn, you're way up. But I think it's hard to have that siege sharp. It's hard to close it out.
Right.
A lot of people kind of see the opportunity to go and do the elfing, and it feels really good. And there isn't a full,
There's no follow up plan.
there's a great intro to the story, but there isn't the middle and the end necessarily.
Yep. Yep. But yeah, it was great. I mean, TNN's not quite dead yet, so I'm hoping we're going to see some good stuff out of them still. Um, but yeah, they're
Absolutely, and
clearly
I
on the
think we
way
will.
out.
I'm expecting a lot of air elementals if nothing else.
Yes. We also got a messenger from Hinam. So Yomi wants to take out the rest of TNN. I'd kind of like to help him and take out 117. I'll have to check which one that is. If nothing else, so that we can have this thing behind us quickly. Yomi didn't want the help, so we'll support our brothers who helped us with TNN as they wish. Odds for winning this game are like 0.1%. I think it's more than 0.1%. I don't think
I
they're
think it's
good,
definitely more than
but it's more than
0.1%.
0.1. Because if the rest of the world, right, teams up and coalitions Calum, right, and there's nobody makes any
I think
progress,
he should try and help people with that. I don't think he should be attacking somebody if he's
he
trying to win
technically,
the game now,
yeah,
which he's now
does. Yeah.
considering. He's not. It's the first time we've actually heard him talk about doing that,
In a little while,
and
yeah.
I think he should help people do that, and then
He
they
doesn't
can have a
have
game
a
after.
border, I don't think.
No, but I mean, he could help people with
He can forge
forging. He could
items,
help with
yeah.
trades. He can. He seems like a pretty good player who could maybe give people some advice.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agreed. But I do
There's lots of
think
ways you can help without, you know.
directly fighting them, that's true. You can also look to, like, teleport Melkarts in on
Yeah,
unsuspecting armies.
yeah, he's got that hero as well. He could teleport.
He can. Although, getting like
I
I'm
mean,
not. You know,
risky. I don't know.
yeah, I don't.
You want to use him as a scalpel, but you could maybe do it.
Yeah,
If you
but
give
I
him a
think
shade
it's
mail and he can
he
sneak
can
out
sneak back
afterwards
out. That's true.
if you do it on specific things. So I think it's
That's true.
he can do it. There's ways and
It's
means.
the Astral one, unfortunately, in some ways is a little tougher against Calum, right? Because like Body Thero's not going to do anything because so much of Calum has magic weapons.
True. I mean, it's a good big giant chassis though. I think there's
I mean, there's definitely options, but
yeah. And if you could get something like the shield that gives you like the items that give you like a fire shield, they can be pretty good against Calum because it's
yes,
a lot of like just chaff.
that's true. But yeah, I think it's a lot higher than 0.1% because I think the rest of the world could get bogged down in fighting Calum, and then he's big enough, right? He just needs to research.
Yeah, and he's got 2 thrones already. So he
Right.
can stop other people winning, and he's got that base, and he's got a lot of stuff.
I think he said he was
It
on
just
his way
needs
up.
to it needs to mature, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think he said he was on his way up to construction 6. So if he gets a lot of lanterns, that could help his research a lot too. So
That could definitely help, and he just got some fire gem income as well, so
yeah.
it gives you fire.
All right, so we've got this is Vanheim. Which is he put up Eyes of God. That's interesting.
Okay, well that's
I get
extremely important
yeah.
because there's been this propaganda war which I think he's been quite clearly losing,
It would appear so. Yeah.
and I think he can just shove this in people's faces and it stops being. This
Yeah.
should be it should be like a good splash of water for everyone to realise what's going on.
Yes, and this then it looks like Marverni did the small astral one.
Okay.
Stellar focus. Yeah, I mean, let's take a look then at what he can show people. I mean,
He can show people
this one.
like a horror.
Look, Hinam, is that Hinam? Hinam has the second most provinces.
He's 2 cap. He's big.
Yeah.
TNN. That's really
Obviously, yeah.
sad.
That's pretty sad.
Yeah.
I mean, you could really show people.
Yeah.
Just about any graph.
Huge, so that's,
look at that.
Plus the gem income and the research is going to look crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Being that much ahead of Pelagia.
Holy crap. I mean, don't send this graph, I guess, but.
I mean, who cares about Dominion now, really?
That is disastrous.
You can also show that Calum. So did Calum have a little fight on that?
No, I think he patrolled out. Yeah, he patrolled
right,
out of Van Scout.
Yeah, so you can show that he's got that throne as well.
Yep.
So like everyone, in case they're possible that Van Heim didn't actually know that. So.
True. Okay. So this is the army we saw before.
He's on the cap with that.
He's on the cap. Does TNN have anything left? I mean,
he'll have some stuff in the north. But...
Yeah, and then over here as well. So Caleb did not jump on this TNN stuff.
Well, should we have a look? So he's still just in the no more. I don't love that.
I think that he has potentially. I mean, so I think his cover is blown by Eyes of God for sure. So I think his window to
1v1 Van Heim
is over.
Gone.
Yeah. He still has a window to Throne Rush, I think. But
he definitely. Well, I don't know because he hasn't got the troops in place to do that.
Yeah, I mean,
it's going to take him a little while to go. And I mean, he can, but it's not going to be as.
It's not going to be quite as easy. Yeah. I think we might get some messages next turn talking about how we have a Calum problem from the rest of the army.
So I think this happened a while ago at this point, but I think the graphs will got put in the
maybe
the group chat.
Yeah, they might have.
Remember that happened. So
that happened. It definitely happened when Ballin when Airmore put it up.
Right. Okay. Maybe it didn't this time. Then I'm not
But
sure.
yeah, I can't recall. Certainly might have.
Yeah, but everyone's going to see them.
Yeah, I think
he's not charging people.
No.
For these graphs.
No. yeah, so we'll see if we get the anti-bird coalition. But yeah, TNN is starting to not look much like TNN.
Just on a little side note, I think Marvini's research was actually looking quite good. Like I think that's Marvini. Yeah, he's got a nice third, so he can. We might see some better stuff coming out of him in the future. Would be quite.
Yeah,
because he's been working with like some of the lowest research in the game, and
yeah,
he's got Astral, so he could be maybe a bit of a wild card.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. He hasn't had to fight anybody in a long time, so should be primed and ready. Although I think he's missing his pig window.
I think the pig window's gone.
Yeah. Or missed, I suppose, would be a better way to say it. But,
although, it'd be funny if you send them against the troglodytes, I'm not going to lie.
Oh my god. Yeah. Be like, oh, I thought it was an independent flag.
Well, technically.
It's even already cracked.
Yeah. Do you think independents will storm forts in Tom 6?
I don't, but that would be really funny.
I would like that. And then an independent nation emerges. Start recruiting stuff there. That would.
Yeah. All right. Do you think we should just go to the next turn? It's only. I think let's do it. Turn 51. Double. We're gonna go for the double.
This one's huge. It takes us.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I have not looked at this yet, so could be. Okay. All right. We got all the messages.
Holy crap! Load more diaportants.
All right. We got. Oh, somebody put up Wrathful Skies. I'm gonna go ahead and take a guess that was Caleb, but.
Is that what that's called? Is that not the battlefield?
Oh, not Wrathful Sky. What's the lightning from heaven? We'll click. All right. What?
We both sound like Joe Biden now, though. With the thing,
the thing. It's fine. It's fine. He's striking us. This okay.
We can just look at these when we're on there.
All right, we can just look at them. Okay, it was the Wrath of God. That's the one, and Well of Misery.
So
and Riches from Beneath.
I really like that he cast both of those immediately after Eyes of God was cast.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, there's no sense in waiting around anymore.
Yeah. And so so he's got an extra 21 gems, and everyone got 10% more income.
10% more income, yeah.
Yeah, Rich. I'm actually a Riches from Beneath enjoyer. It gives you actually a nice amount of gold.
Well, let's see. I guess we're gonna have to disentangle it from the. Yeah, I mean that's definitely more than 10%. But yeah, everybody getting some money this turn, even TNN. Oh gosh.
Yeah,
that's a thing. All right, let's check some messages. All right, Caleb. Well, this war's been a long time coming. Finally making sure everyone forts thrones so the monolith can't steal the game. So he's still worried about Vanheim. And he's going to work with...
believing his own propaganda at this point.
He is. He's going to work with Hinam to double team Van. Obviously, Hinam's in.
I think a lot of what it could be is that Vanheim's troops are stealthy, so no one really knows whether
that's true.
They have 80 Van here just sitting on the thrones at any point.
I guess that's true. Casting Wrath of God now to deal with Raiders and Will of Misery, so I can make 1.5 Wraith Lords a turn as additional raiding options. Running low on money with upkeep, so it's time to move.
Well, I'm not a huge fan of Wraith Lords for Caleb, because he has a lot of other things he can spend his death gems on.
Yeah, maybe a couple.
And I'm also not a huge fan of Wraith Lords. Like I'm much more in the Lich's camp, but I guess he might not have that.
Yeah, depends who you're fighting. Like Vanheim, it's not gonna have a ton of good options. To Soul Slay them. Whereas I think using them into Hinam would be a huge mistake.
Yeah.
Pelagia is weak on land and not too threatening. Yeah, we have not seen Much go on. Oh, I missed. Yomi and TNN should fight a little bit longer, but not that much longer. I mean, I think TNN, unless they win this fight on their cap, looks like they're gonna functionally be dead in the
Yeah,
next
I
couple
mean, I think
turns.
they could win, but I think I think it'd be a Pyrrhic victory if they do.
Yeah. All right. Marv is the only free agent left, and I think I'll have the troops to deal with them. Still deciding on the research path, either alteration for Army of X or heading up for Galegate and Dark Skies. I'm confident about
Yeah,
this war, famous last
I think
words.
Army of X is definitely the way to go.
That
I
would
don't
be
think
great.
Gale Gate's like winning him the game.
Right, you have so many gems already. And Dark Skies is great, but he doesn't have like a corruption or seduction synergy.
He actually can get some. Um, he can get dream seducers. He can summon them. I don't know.
Okay, but not.
Like it's not great, but
It's he's not. He doesn't have Shaitan or Dryads.
wishes he did. Everyone wishes they had Shaitan.
That's true. All right, Vanheim. I've put up Eyes and Gods and publicly posted all the graphs. I guess he did post all the graphs. If this doesn't convince people to kill the birds instead of fear mongering me, I swear to God, I'm going to rage quit Dominions.
I think that's slightly fair.
Yeah. Yeah. Seeing I'm not easy to do too, right? Because then you just go right into Dominion 6. So it's a whole new game.
No, you sit around for 2 months and
Yeah.
stare at a blank computer until it comes out.
Seeing I'm not dead last in research was a nice surprise, though. Yeah, I feel like they could have fixed their research problem by now.
I think it should be better. Although, I mean, I guess like Vanheim's been making alcores, probably.
Probably.
I don't know. Yeah, I think they could have.
Yomi, I think I almost doubled my research now. Going for Inch 7, I'll try and grab Earthblood Deepwell so I can maybe keep up with the big powers. Okay, I mean, gotta love those Earth Gems.
Yep, and they'll have to steal a slot from somebody.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, I think we're out of slots.
Yeah, and that Stellar Focus is looking pretty, pretty vulnerable.
Yes.
I mean, when I say that, we don't have much to put into it.
You just can't put that much into Stellar Focus, though. It makes 5 gems.
I don't know. Maybe it catches people out. Maybe it's a double fate.
Oh boy. Okay. Been a while since we had a thoughtful message.
I just read the last part of that message.
Yeah, obviously. Important turn over here. They're ending their nap with Vanheim. Vanheim's got to be so mad.
That would kind of trigger me actually a little bit if I just posted all of those graphs.
And then they're like, yeah, we're after Vanheim. Okay, there's 2 parts to this. Spite. 2v1 in a if you count a Gartha, which I don't. Gartha killed a Melkart. 2v1 diagonal war. My minigame since then has been the death of the elves. Come what may. It's good to see that Hinam's got a clear head here.
Good to see we can factor him into our rational analysis. I mean, we kind of knew this was coming, though.
Yeah,
right?
we did.
I'm just surprised it actually took.
I'm surprised they had a nap at all.
I'm surprised this is the turn that it happened.
Yeah.
No, we knew they had a nap because they did it when they.
No, I mean we knew they had a nap. I'm surprised he ever made the nap.
Well, okay. He's being rational about fighting one of the elves at a time. I think.
Yeah. The elves could throne rush. Can the elves throne rush? I don't think so.
I don't think they're getting 4 thrones and holding all like that's not. I don't think that's.
Calum can throne rush. Okay, but anyway, they also said the birds are going to fight the elves anyway, so they might as well get some spoils, including the steel ovens. That is a very nice bit of spoils. If we're successful,
it is. I don't think it.
I don't think it's. I don't think this is the winning move.
No, but if he thinks he's got a 0.1%, then
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if we are successful killing Vanheim, we'll finally breathe air in an elf-free world, only to realize the birds are about to win. They know.
We know they know. That's what makes this.
I won't lie. There's going to be a nearly impossible problem for everyone left on the map to solve, but F the elves, and that's also a problem for future me. F the elves. Okay.
Yep. Well. Yep.
So, I mean, Vanheim is in absolutely no position to throne rush anything. What thrones are they going to take?
Honestly, I think Hinnom is in a better position to throne rush than Van Heim. Like he has access to a lot more thrones, and he's just got a bigger army, hasn't he, to go and
Yeah.
try and siege stuff that I'd like. um,
I mean, and clearly
yeah.
Caleb is the only one who's really capable of throne rushing right now.
Caleb is the only one that looks like they're like realistically going to win this game in any
I
way
mean,
right now.
the only thing I wonder, like, so he clearly isn't going for a throne rush yet. So maybe he just isn't planning on a throne rush at any point. Like
He's definitely not. He's talking about getting Alt 9 or getting Gale Gate. You're not getting Gale Gate if you're going through a throne rush.
Right.
So he's kind of, I don't know. He's talked himself out of it. He doesn't even maybe doesn't like playing the game that way. I don't know. There's a lot of different reasons why he's potentially not, but he's definitely not doing that.
TNN has rode out.
Oh, okay.
With Tuatha.
Show me the gems. Show me the gems. Oh.
Okay, doing it from that screen is going to be a pain.
Oh no, he's not got gems.
He's got one.
Is it Thunderstrike then? It's gonna do Storm, Thunderstrike, and
yeah, he's got some.
And Prayer.
That's what it kind of looks like. He's got some thugs. Not a ton of troops here. Yomi has.
I mean, there's not a ton here. The Tengu do Flying Storms, which
potentially problematic. Yeah, I mean, there's not that much here.
Yeah, I don't think it's potentially. I think it's absolutely problematic. But,
do you think that he should have ridden out?
I like it. I mean, it's only going to get worse for him. I think because this army could quite easily get a lot scarier, and his army is not going to get scarier.
Well, the only thing I was thinking is he has a lot of assassins, but maybe you're just not successfully assassinating enough because there's too much scary stuff here.
Yeah.
All right, let's.
He also clearly doesn't have enough gems to.
Yeah, these guys are just headed right in. Storm power going off on everybody. Here comes an arrow fend. There's Storm and Howl.
Howl is nice. Howl is nice. And that. So, nice. What are the paths on these Dione? Can we?
Skullstaff, Crown of the Magi.
Ah, we got the lifelong guy then.
Yeah, he's horror marked. So he's not really a fighter per se. He's gonna try and cast a bunch of stuff.
I think he's gonna cast a lot
Bane Fire. Okay.
Yep.
This guy has the same kit and is doing the same thing. He's also Bane Firing.
Okay. I mean, I'm not. Kit. I don't know.
I mean, I guess it kills elves.
Would be a lot better. Yeah.
And he's got.
So the Tengu are flying, so they're going to go and jump in somewhere. And if they get on the mages, that could be it.
They did not.
Okay, that's okay.
And they're going to get absolutely.
Yeah, Tengu have a very. So I've been learning about the French Revolution recently, and and there was a French cavalry officer, and he said any hussar that isn't dead by 30 is
coward.
Is useless.
Yeah.
And that's very similar for a Tengu, I find.
There's a lot of evocation coming out.
Yeah.
We're gonna see if they can.
Good amount of imps, but I'm not liking this at all for Yomi.
No.
And these are anti-Dione She-Lords, right? I think they've got great source of sharpness.
Some of them do, yeah. Although they didn't all. I saw like a Halberd of Might in there too. Yomi is routed. There he goes. This guy is getting hit by some She-Lords, but he's been stunned.
Yeah, the imps are... Oh.
The imps are covering his retreat though.
Yeah.
I think that they're going to get out here.
Possible like an air element? No. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that went well.
That went amazingly well. I guess he lost 20 to Tuatha, and he just doesn't, like, he kept all his mages alive, but he's just out of chaff.
No. That was a great victory.
Oh, I mean, that's a huge victory.
He'd have jumped on that. He can raise some stuff back. You know, it's
That's a huge
I I
victory.
I, I think that was really good. It was definitely the correct decision to ride out. Killed a bunch of enemy mages, and
Yep.
he's
Bunch of army.
really. I think this basically means Hinom's going to get some more provinces, right? But in
It
terms of
depends. I mean, depends how much Hinom
he
wants to
might be
poke
blocked off.
Yomi.
Yomi might be blocked off. I think. I don't know.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, okay, okay. A raiding Banshee loses. Should be doing an air elemental? No.
It's
Phantasmal warriors.
a phantasmal raid.
I don't know
It
about.
can actually work. It's you, yeah. It's hard to do against the Koto only because they can have magic weapons from their second form as well.
Yeah,
If you can if it's just PD, you can actually catch them and they struggle to get through the ethereal. Especially if it's just one PD, it's pretty
sure,
effective.
sure. I mean, he does need to do something, so I guess it's fine. All right. So he's back in control of his capital. Yeah, Yomi has completely blocked Hinom off. Meanwhile, Calum is raiding more stuff from TNN.
Why not? I mean,
Yeah, why
I
not?
guess
It's free real estate.
if he's just going to research, you might as well just have this guy
Yeah,
go have some fun.
yeah, it's free real estate.
But it can definitely go and jump in like a Yomi's pond, and that province can be taken another time.
Oh my god, this province has been a lot. Um, okay, so great victory for TNN. I think that it's just too much has turned against him, but this is very,
So he's still super dead.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but he's gonna be alive for a good more number of turns because there's nothing else that's going to siege down his cap anytime soon that's
yeah,
nearby.
yeah. Caleb was right. I thought Yomi was gonna get him here, but nope. Um,
It's what this war's been like, right?
it
It's just
has, it has. He's got a lot more chaff here that he didn't even write out with. It looks like. Um,
yeah, there's
okay,
some
we got
Furbolg. He didn't send any of the
Unfrozen.
Furbolg druids out either, so he's also got he's got his idol of men that he maybe could have patrolled with the term before,
Yeah, could have.
and he could have patrolled that army. Maybe that could have been a good idea. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, tough reversal for Yomi. We'll see. TNN's gonna see if they can ride back out and take some more of this stuff, and we'll see if Yomi is now interested in letting Hinom back in.
I don't think he. If CNN raids that back, then maybe, but I'm not.
I don't think he'd be excited. Hinom is busy moving away from this front,
Yeah.
so I don't see that
Also,
happening.
he's just ended his nap with Vanheim, right?
He has. So he's busy moving over there. Still no fortress here. So this is definitely up for grabs. All the thrones are now claimed except one.
And that's the one near Calum
Yes.
on his west.
Yep. I guess we haven't really looked at the thrones recently on whether or not the thrones are doing anything for the people, like anything crazy for the people that have them. 'Cause, like, I think Ham already had growth.
Yeah.
Plus,
the luck
is
doing
huge.
for Calum now.
Yeah,
I
that
don't know if
moved them
it's
from
huge.
2 to 3.
Well, at this stage in the game, I'm not.
Okay,
Sure.
I mean, at this stage of the game, it's less relevant, but it is nice. Yomi misfortune. Order +1 is nice. The gnomes are going to
Do
be
we
great.
have any evidence of storm demons for Vanheim?
Let's see. No.
Okay. I saw a Draconian, so he's got some pre-spawn there. Yes.
Yeah. This, I think, is a blood hunting province. It's about the right size. I don't know what else these trolls have been here for a couple turns.
Yeah. What's the catacombs do? I don't think I've seen that before. Okay.
Just some gems. Okay, now the fortification is under construction here, but it's gonna be too late.
The Pool of Sanctity. Oh, it's got some.
Kills demons and undead.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. Well, does that work against corpse constructs? I mean, that makes.
yes, they're undead.
It's not really good. It's not really going to matter, is it?
It's not going to matter, but and you don't even need corpse construction in this province probably because this. I don't think this fort's going to finish in time. Unless Caleb is waiting for something.
Yeah. Well, he's indicated that he might be. To be fair, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, if Hinam's ending his nap,
Good.
then
It's good that he's constructed them.
yeah,
I
yeah,
just don't know if it matters now.
that is true. Yeah. Okay. I think we really need to see Hinam pick up a blood economy here. Or more of what? Again, he might be blood hunting here. There's a lot of unrest.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he's definitely blood hunting there.
But
It might also be what's the province next to the water that doesn't have a throne?
this one?
No, the Pelagia.
Oh, this one.
It doesn't have it. The one above that.
This one doesn't have a throne. Okay.
I thought I meant.
Yes, he's probably blood hunting this.
Yeah, 155. Yeah.
Yeah, although at 155 you're not gonna find much.
No, but
Although there also is the demon gate here.
Yeah, it's not ideal blood hunting province, really, is it?
Not really. I mean, the size is
It
about
does
right.
have a
And
dolmen though. He could get some.
Yeah, Hinam is super destructive with blood hunting, so you might just burn through this really fast and then move off. But I don't know. We don't see any. It kind of seems like he's gonna skip the Kohen part of blood hunting, and he's just gonna milk cart probably into vampires. What is his bless? Does his god have death and blood?
Excellent question. I don't think it has death, but
Okay.
if you just have like death 2, then you can do it, right? So.
I mean, yeah, you can impact. I mean, yes, you can make it happen. So he might just be skipping the Kohen and go right to vampires and let the vampires take over.
Yeah, but I
Which
think
is
his
fine.
research is still pretty bad, so I'm not sure if he's doing that.
Yeah, he's probably ways away from that. But and he's spending more gold than a regular hand on milk carts too because he does have the giant citadel,
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
which he got out of that the mercenary.
yeah. Interesting. The entire game revolves around Caleb, and you want to talk about the one nation that doesn't bother him.
Well, if you think about it, he's busy stabbing the person who wants to do something.
I don't think his blood economy is going to matter too much in that. I think it's just going to be. I think Vanheim's kind of screwed, and
I think Vanheim is in a huge trouble.
I think the probability of Caleb winning this is kind of huge.
It's very high. And this, amusingly enough, right, has probably also upped Caleb's chance of winning because it's going to delay Yomi that much more. But TNN is not going to be able to meaningfully fight Caleb.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Hinnom is very likely to get that Steel Ovens throne, so that's kind of limiting the
Right,
options
like I think
for Caleb.
right.
So that's like the only thing. But
Like I mean he decided to team up with Hinnom, but I don't know if he needed to.
I don't think. No, I don't think he teamed up with Hinnom. I think Hinnom
And I was like, this
unilaterally
is what I'm
decided
doing.
to attack Vanheim. Yeah, yeah.
That's fair. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of Caleb. See if anybody had any big research changes. Because Yomi mentioned his research went up a lot. And we do see a little bump. But, I mean...
Yeah, I think maybe it was just since he last talked about his research.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
Anything else?
With Caleb getting, immortals and looking to be getting, he's got those globals up now and stuff. Like he is still going to keep scaling really well.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think my preference would be for him to be a bit more active.
Yeah, I think think he should have gone for the throne rush.
Like,
But...
at least, I think he should at least take that independent throne and get a fort on it.
Yep.
Because he's going to get coalition
It has to
some
happen.
some degree. Like, he's going to be fighting Vanheim, and it's going to, I don't know. But so I think he should just get that throne.
Yeah. Maybe he's just diplomancing his way into everybody else not fighting him. He just casually wins the game.
Yeah, but I think he could just do that and go and get stuff at this point. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We shall see.
We shall see. Okay, I think we'll go ahead and call it for this episode, though. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me.
And thanks everyone for watching. Hope to see you all in the next one, and have a great day.
See ya.